It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up at the 30. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll get this one down to about... at the 10-yard line.
Camara, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running with Camara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Alford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from... oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. This is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack and the quarterback in the pocket. Now, he comes to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free. Your coaches are upset with you, right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yes, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. That'll be complete to Cook. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Wilson will throw again. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 11-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take
when a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here.
He's got daylight. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Alford, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Operating from the gun, Alford. And this is caught a spectacular one-handed grab there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
A gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, Wilson. His throw caught in the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
At the 48-yard line.
On first down, Alford. He's got his home pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Seahawks.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. They run it for the first time in the backup herd. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run it with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Kamara trying again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Second down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll run it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a throw on 1st first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and now it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24. Seahawks 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move. Yes, it's intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Zach Ball there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
At the Saints 43-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot.
And got his man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. The clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Alvin Kamara, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Off play action. Alford. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Robert Foster. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Alford. Looking for his tight end, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They start the second half with Kamara, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they were in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Alford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week. And
this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 28. Saints 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
To throw on second down. Alford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
First and 10 at the 30.
Throwing on first down. Alford. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. Alford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, Give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and now bring him back within a point. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wilson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
At the 44-yard line.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. He stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. The Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back. to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Alford, he'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Alford. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and...
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll turn to Kamara. They're going to try and run for it. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Alford. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 42 all. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Alford, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Alford, and his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Alford, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got him in, complete. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. From the gun, Alford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Saints.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He's back to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
At the 2-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, It's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 44-yard.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
The kickoff for New Orleans.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
And they take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get